Hey, I'm Pauline Frommer.
Hi, I'm Kelly Edwards.
It's Jonathan Golich here, Vice President of the Travel Adventure Show series.
And you're watching Movers and Shakers.
Movers and Shakers.
Movers and Shakers
Unlimited.
What's up, guys? I'm here at 2020 Travel and Adventure Show. I'm here with special guest Pauline Frommer. How is it going?
It's been amazing. It's always so much fun to speak with real travelers, people who are passionate about it, because I spend my life covering travel, but they bring me the questions that I need to answer. And then I can bring them back to all the writers who write the guidebooks and say, hey, I'm getting a lot of questions about this or that. So it's a real interchange.
Okay, all right, awesome. Well, with that being said, as someone who is looked at as a great, resource of knowledge when it comes to travel, has there been any point today where you've even been stumped by one of the questions that you've been asked so far on day one?
You know what? Sure, but I can usually tell the questioner, here are the resources. I don't have the specific, somebody was saying, I'm going to the 6th arrondissement of Paris. Where should I go? I'm like, I'm not a computer.
Yeah.
But I was able to tell them where to find that information.
Okay, all right. So take me back a bit. Before you looked at this as a something that you saw as a career and do as a living. What was that turning point for you where you were like, you know what, this might be something that I really should pursue and that I should really...
Well, for me, this is a family business.
Yeah.
My father founded the Frommer Guides in 1957,
right.
So I was born into this.
There you go.
When I was 4 months old, my parents took me to Europe for the first time, and this was before disposable diapers, so that was not easy to do. And they would push me into a drawer at night. That's where I slept. They joked that they should call it Europe on $5 a day.
Wow.
But so I've been traveling ever since birth, pretty much. And it's a wonderful family business. I don't want to diss dry cleaning, but I think we beat it.
Awesome. Well, I was talking to Jonathan a little earlier and talking about the unique landscape we live in right now when it comes to travel. Can you talk a bit about that for you? How that has, not just shaped perhaps what, how you carry out, your typical your travel plans, or even how you've noticed that it's affected
Sure.
affected the shows that you've come to and answering questions.
Well, I have the great, what's the word? I've been in travel for my whole life.
Yes.
So I have the understanding that tempests and storms happen. And right now, we are living in the middle of a storm, and it's hard to remember that there are going to be blue skies very soon. I mean, I was a travel editor when 9/11 happened, and everybody was terrified of flying for a year. I was a travel editor during SARS and Ebola and the swine flu, and all of those things dragged travel to a standstill.
Yes.
But then people wanted to get out and live their lives, and you only have a short amount of time on this earth. Why not go out and see a lot of it and grow as a person? If you don't do it now, when will you do it?
And as you said, here we are. We have plenty of folks here at today's show. So that is testament to that. Now, being a speaker, being a part of the show itself, I'm always curious how much time is really dedicated to leisure and how much is really kind of basically encompassed within the show itself. So are you going to have some time to, or maybe perhaps you already have, in some of the things that DC has to offer?
Well, actually, I went to the National Law Enforcement Museum yesterday, which I thought was going to be total propaganda for the police, but it was fascinating. And they actually put you through a training, the same videos that you interact with that actual recruits to the police force do. And I totally bombed. I was stabbed by a really bad guy in a hospital.
Wow.
But it was absolutely fascinating. And I went to a show last night at Woolly Mammoth, which was
Great theater.
amazing
Great
theater.
theater.
So I love DC, and I'm a travel writer. When I travel, I get out there so that I can give better advice. Because you can't just write about travel, you have to experience it. So I take the opportunities when they come.
Gotcha. And talking about travel for you, what would you say is the method that you use in terms of trying to be as balanced as possible about the things that you enjoy about a particular destination versus those things that are terrific, of finding that balance and not being too biased on a particular place? Can that be tricky sometimes?
Well, my husband calls me the Energizer Bunny because when I'm traveling for work, and frankly, all my travel is for work because I always have to write about it. I do a column, I do a radio show. So I get up around 7 in the morning, and often I'm not done exploring until 2 or 3 a.m. So I just try everything. I try and get out of my comfort zone. I do things that I love. I'm a big foodie. I love art, so I go to museums, go to history museums, but then I'll also try things that I know I'm going to suck at. So I do that so I can give advice. I don't recommend anybody travel like I do because it's not very restful, but that's how I do it. I don't know if that helped at all.
No, it does, absolutely. Well, Pauline, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us. There you guys have it, 2020 Travel and Adventure Show. I'll see you soon.